Well, happy Monday, Water's Edge Church, and hope you're getting logged on and ready to join me this week. And the first choice is happening this week with myself joining you and taking you on a journey. Who knows which plan we're going to go with this week as far as where God's going to take us. You never know what He wants to do in our lives. And on Monday, as you're waking up, trying to figure out the week, and there's no greater joy. I know for me is to start with spending time with God and with some amazing people all around the world. So good morning to everybody, and we're glad you're with us today. Hey, there's some people getting on. See you guys in the chat. Let me know you're here or there or wherever you're at. Good morning, Lisa and Jacqueline and Stacy and Amanda from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Is Williamsport, Pennsylvania, that is where the Little League World Series takes place. Is that correct? Amanda, doesn't the Little League World Series take place in Williamsport? Good morning, Beth. Phi, hope you're doing well today, and had a great talk with your husband last night. And it seems like you guys are doing well. And Jennifer and Danny. And wow, lots of people getting on. Okay, that's what I thought, Amanda. I thought it was Williamsport was where the Little League World Series takes place. Not sure what's happening this year, but I thought that was it. So, well, hey, let me know you're out there, and we're going to get started here in just a few moments. And Harrisonburg, Virginia, Tony. What's up, Tony? Harrisonburg. I have some friends that live out in Harrisonburg. Beautiful, beautiful area. Hey, I was looking at the schedule for fall foliage. I don't know how you say that word, foliage, foil. That's just a weird word. Over in the western side of the state in the mountains, and it's supposed to be happening like the second week in October, which that's kind of the peak season. But I know it's starting here soon, first week of October. But Reno, Nevada, that's pretty cool. What's up, Robert from Reno, Nevada? I think I flew into Reno one time, and was it Reno, I think, where you can drive from there to Lake Tahoe? I think I flew into Reno, Nevada. Beautiful, beautiful area. And we actually drove from Reno, Nevada, all the way over to Lake Tahoe. I actually did a race out there in Lake Tahoe about 3 years ago. 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Beautiful, beautiful area. Yeah. Yes, 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 Robert. Lake Tahoe is a beautiful, beautiful area, as well as Reno, Nevada. Good morning, Robert Kersher. Good morning, Stacy. It's a World Gratitude Day. Oh, that's cool. Good morning, Paul. Good World's Gratitude Day. We do have a lot. Reno Tahoe International. Yes, sir. That's right, Robert. It's a World Gratitude Day. That's pretty cool, Stacy. I don't know how you found that out, but that's pretty awesome to know that's World Gratitude Day. I'm thankful for my coffee. And this is my coffee cup on Monday. You can kind of see that there. United Arab Emirates. I got this coffee cup in Dubai, and I actually went to Dubai a long time ago. Good morning, Lee. Good morning, Eric. Oh, good morning, Eric. I like how Eric says good. Well, hey, guys. Hope you're having an incredible Monday so far. And Gloucester. Hey, Brittany. Yep, you're just up the road. Having a great Monday so far, and hope that this week God prepares incredible things for you, that you follow His plan. And we've been in a great series called Waymaker, which is just incredibly awesome. Thankful for coffee. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. UAE. That's right, Eric. Bonnie. I'm just saying good morning to you guys because it's still only 7:31. Everybody's still getting on, so I'm just going to keep talking to y'all online first. Good morning, Ben. Laja. Hey, Laja, how are you? Dubai is beautiful. Yeah, I was actually going to share a little bit about my trip to India. I went to India a few years back on a mission trip, and we went through Dubai. And we went through Dubai on the way there, and then we stayed in Dubai on the way back for like 3 or 4 days, and kind of decompressed from our mission trip to India. And Dubai is a really legit city. Just very, very beautiful buildings, and just like the views there are just crazy. Hey, Margaret, how are you doing today? Yeah, I was in a meeting last night after church, after 6 p.m., talking to some people in the auditorium there. I'm sorry I wasn't able to come out there, but hope you're doing good, Margaret. Good morning. I already said good morning, Gal. But hey, if you got your Bible app, head on over. I'm gonna go to this verse at the very end. It's Proverbs 19. Proverbs 19. I'll be at just as we kind of close this out. But today we're going to be talking a little bit about. We are in the series Waymaker, and hopefully you've been able to join us every Sunday, whether it be in person or online, just talking through this the subject matter of God being a way maker. And you think about just the things that we experience in life. Many of you probably watching today, there's been situations where you needed God to come through. You needed him to intervene, basically, because you got tired of it being on your own, and you needed him to get you through whatever you're experiencing and going through. And so this whole series, Waymaker, was all about just knowing that God is going to prepare a way for us. And oftentimes we can get in the way of that. And I don't know when the last time you prepared or planned a vacation, maybe a special party, a special event, a family reunion, or just maybe just something where you're just wanting to get away somewhere and things just did not go according to plan. If that's you, just give me a big thumbs up or a high five in the chat if you've actually planned something and it did not go well. I'm sure that's all of us in here. Good morning, Marissa and Emily. Good to see you guys. Good morning, Deborah. And I know for me, my wife and I were actually talking about just things that we've done just in ministry life. And I was reminded of a trip that I took some teenagers on. This was several years ago. We went skiing. We took about 175 students on a ski trip. And I remember as we were going up one of the mountains, one of the buses did not make it up the mountain. It kept spinning the wheels and just kept going and going and going and going. And we couldn't get up the mountain because of the icy roads that we were in around 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And I remember as we were trying to figure out what to do, it just seemed like at that moment, everything was just going south quickly. And we had like 4 buses going up this mountain. And I remember as the smoke was getting into the cabin, I was just kind of trying to figure out like, what in the world are we going to do? And it seemed like at that moment, you're on a trip with teenagers, you want to take them away from everything, all the distractions. And it seems like just things were going south quickly. And I remember we had to stay on that side of that mountain that night. We couldn't get up the mountains and nobody could come get us until the next morning. And that was really scary, having all of those teenagers with us and not knowing what we're going to be doing to get that bus up that mountain. So we had to wait. Sorry, my phone. Hopefully I'm back. We had to wait for people to come get us, to clear the roads early morning to get us back up to where we're going there. And, you think about those kinds of trips. You think about like just things that you try to plan with your family, maybe this fall or vacations this summer, or maybe coming up soon. Maybe you're going to get away this holiday season in December. And, you're preparing for things. But I think for us is that we have to know that when we're relying on ourselves to try to do something or plan something without God, we probably going to get very frustrated. And it could be the smallest things. It could be going to the store and battling traffic or impatient people, all the way to like planning a big event. And it's those small things that God wants to grow us and make us stronger. But in our lives, we want to think that we're in charge. So on this Monday, I want to challenge you to know that God's in charge. You need to relinquish that control and say, God, you know what? I need you to take this. And this situation, maybe you're battling a situation today or something where you're needing God to kind of prepare the way for you. It could be just maybe a transition in your life. It could be something with your family. It could be something that you're praying through, some plans that you're trying to make maybe for your family in the future, financial investments. It could be something with your business. It could be something with your marriage, your kids, just maybe preparing things in advance that you desire to see happen. Well, we all want those things to happen, but it's going to come down to us trusting that God's going to do it and not us. And I think that gives us freedom, right? There's freedom when we can know that God's in control, to know that, hey, God, you know what? I can only do so much, But I was told this in school a long time ago. Yeah, it was a long time ago. That if you want to make God laugh, just tell him your plans. If you want to make God laugh, just tell him what you're going to do. And we all know we can leave totally frustrated and totally dejected and wondering why things didn't work out. But when God's preparing the way for us, things are going to work out. You got to stick to a plan. Often I refer to the fitness world and other things, but think about spiritual fitness. Like if you want to continue growing in your faith, you got to have a plan and you got to stick to it. You can't give up. And if your motive is to try to make sure God's going to, look at you differently because you're following him more, that's incorrect. God, Zephaniah chapter 3 tells us that God looks over us, he sings over us, and he delights in hearing from us. And I think when we think about how God views us in relation to him preparing the way, it's like God wants us to give things to him because he loves blessing us when we do that. So it's pretty cool. Hopefully you guys are still out there and awake. Yes, Jesus, take the wheel. There's a song, Skip. I can't sing it, but there's a song I know, Jesus, take the wheel. That's right. He needs to. And that's every day of our lives. Let go and let God. That's right, Deborah. It's so simple to say, but yet do we often forget to do that. Isaiah 55, and I'll be referring to that Proverbs verse in a second. Isaiah 55 says this: for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Let me repeat that. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways. And I think as we think about our thoughts and our ways that we have planned today, for example, I think that you have to say, God, I want to give this over to you today because I know that your plan, your thoughts are better than this crazy person thinking in here or in your heart. And I think when you do that, you relinquish control again. You're saying, God, you know what? I know your ways are higher than my ways. That's pretty cool to think about. Like if you think about decisions you need to make today and this week in your job or your family, your kids, maybe you're stressed, worried about your kids learning and how they're going to be doing. We're only a short time in this, and but God's ways are higher. God's got this, and God's he's gonna work it out for the good. He always does. God always is gonna work things out. There's never been a time where God didn't always work things out. God is always. And in this verse, higher means that God's ways are better. We know that. His ways are infinitely better than ours. Like your ways are not better than God's. Your ways are not better than God's. God's ways are the perfect plan. His plan is perfect for us, for our lives, certainly more than we could ever imagine or envision for ourselves. And sometimes that's hard to comprehend. And I know for you out there today, you're probably wondering, well, man, then why would God allow these things to happen in my life? I get that asked often is, Ben, if God is such a great God, why would he allow such and such to happen? And that's a very difficult question because I think in the end, depending on kind of your view and your filter of who God is in your life, is that God has a purpose and a reason for those situations. And I can't explain why, but I do know his ways are better, because it could be an example of God's wanting to do something in your life as a result of something that's going on that you weren't in control of, which should be everything. But God gives us a brain to make choices to make sure that we're doing that. It's just not like you walk around saying, okay, God, I'm a robot, you tell me what to do. It's you surrendering your will to his every day. His ways are beyond our comprehension. God is our way maker and he has a plan. God is our way maker and he has a plan. You guys, that should be your theme today. God's our way maker and he has a plan. God's our way maker. He has a plan. I think telling yourself the truth about who God is, that he has a plan for you, you're going to set yourself free, because any battles, any circumstance you find yourself in, is that you got to say, God, I know I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust you to get me through this. It's like that song, Egypt. God, I know you're going to lead me out of this. You're going to lead me through the valley. You're going to take me to the mountain. And God, I want to worship you in the valley. I don't worship you in the mountain, but I need you to deliver me. Let's see what y'all got saying out there. Incredibly grateful, thankful, and blessed for God's. Yes, absolutely. He said life would never have struggles. Yeah, we're going to have struggles every day. And we got to give that to God. So, but God sees his plan for our lives each day. There's a verse, Proverbs 19, 21, I want to talk to you about. It says this. Many are the plans in the mind of a man, but it is the purpose of the Lord that will stand. Let me repeat that. Many are the plans in the mind of a man, but it is the purpose of the Lord that will stand. That rhymes. That's pretty cool. Proverbs 19, 21. Good morning, Amy. Proverbs 19, 21. I'm going to repeat it again. Many are the plans in the mind of a man, but it is the purpose of the Lord that will stand. So what is your purpose today? And I think when you identify your purpose, as God's going to give you the direction and plan you need to go to fulfill that purpose. And it will stand. What that means is that God's plans will always prevail. And even though we may think if things don't work out, it's because, maybe it's something that you did. But in the end, you're not in control. You got to relinquish that control and say, God, my first choice today. Yep, Proverbs 19:21. That first choice today needs to be, God, you know what? You're the way maker and you have a plan. And so I think you can apply a lot of these things in our lives, particularly today as the first choice for the way maker. Stick to the plan. So there's different plans you can have, right? You can have a plan to get healthy. You can have a plan to like retirement. You can have a plan for investment. You can have a plan for just spiritually, the plan that you want God to take you on as far as getting into the word and listening to his voice and doing what he says he's telling you to do. God has a plan, a perfect plan for you, a perfect plan for me. And we have to be obedient in that plan. It sounds pretty simple, but it's hard because oftentimes we want to be in control. And I think there's great freedom and confidence to know that God's going to get you through whatever you're facing in life if you just relinquish that control. So stick to the plan, y'all. Stick to the plan. Well, that is the first choice today on this great Monday morning. It's a little cool outside, but it feels really, really good. So stick to the plan. Whatever God's vision is for your life, if you know what that vision is, that purpose, stick to the plan of what he's wanting you to do and watch what happens. He's going to give you great joy and confidence knowing that when you walk, when you march, when you run, whatever you may be doing today, God's got you right in the palm of his hand. Hey, I want to remind you about a plan that we have at Water's Edge that can help you in this, and that is our growth track. Growth track helps you in your plan. It's going to help you. It's going to help you grow your faith, right? It's going to help you grow your faith. And I want to encourage you to maybe sign up for that this week. Is make a difference is step 4. And we all know, hey, I know I got to get in a plan. I know I intend to, but choose today to get to a plan that's going to help you grow spiritually. And that could be this first choice, but also the growth track at Water's Edge is an incredible way to have a plan to help you grow. And also groups are a great way to help you grow. That's a plan. Get a plan together of who you want to surround yourself with to do life with. Get into a plan of how you want to grow spiritually daily. Get into a plan of how you want to grow your faith even more deeper. That would be the growth track. And of course, every Sunday you can always grow as well. So anyways, guys, that's it for today. I pray that you have an incredible, incredible day. This is my second cup of coffee. And it's good seeing you guys on here, talking and engaging. And make sure you share everything going on and happening out there at Water's Edge. And have a great rest of your Monday, everybody. And have an incredible, incredible week. We'll see you.